Alright, we're going to try doing something, break up our winter a little bit, because they last forever here in South Dakota. So we're going to start doing some garage tours, and I think it's going to catch on. We'll start with mine to kind of give everybody the idea. So here's quite a few, right off the bat. They're not all mine, but they are fun to look at nonetheless. 2009 Lamborghini Gallardo, correct? Gallardo. We're not going to go through all these because it'd take all day. But this one, 65 Chevy Impala SS car, 396 2-speed power glide factory. Now has a 468 big block Holley fuel injection and a 700 R4 for drivability. Makes great horsepower. We actually did this car for Kevin Kotermansky about 2-3 years ago. Factory red, custom interior. Still has the original drivetrain laying around, so beautiful car. Very solid car from the start. 1968 GTO we did probably 8 to 10 years ago already. 400 automatic, his and her shifter, all original interior. 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. This is a good one. Mostly original, which is about impossible to find these days. Totally original under the hood. 383 4-speed car, pistol grip, white with blue interior, bench seat. 64 Plymouth Fury, built 440, convertible. Some custom body work. We did not do this car. Push button, 727. Runs very hard for the way it looks. Kind of a sleeper. And over here, 1969 Super Bee. Everybody loves these. If not, you're crazy. 383, also a 4-speed car. Motor was just done in this here recently. Hemi orange, got the black steelies. Very solid car. Fun to drive, very fun to drive. And this guy actually drives this regularly. All right, now down here, I'm kind of a Mopar guy. I gotta show you this 1972 346 pack car. Looks pretty stock, but somebody's done some work to that motor because it is a pretty snorty. Slapstick automatic. Not sure of the color as it has been changed, but it does run very well and has a great look. And back here, what I assume everybody seems to like to look at, I assume it's a Honda Civic or, I don't know, something that definitely gets some decent mileage. I can tell that by the way it sounds. But it is black. That's about all I know about it. A little too low to the ground for South Dakota, but sure looks pretty. Smoke. Here we have 58 Ford. It's a 427 big block in it. Sounds like a monster, but we'll have to do that another time as it's cold outside and no fun to drive today. Then down here we have a 1964 Chevy Suburban. Everybody likes this thing. Probably a Forest Service truck in its past. Inline 6, manual 3-speed. But my God, it runs like new, drives like new. This will end up getting 22s in the back, Steelies, 20s in the front. And other than that, it's staying all stock. Be a very fun ride, very fun to drive, and always gets a lot of attention. Okay, now here we have the next one that's coming into the shop. 69.5 Super Bee A12 car, 446 back, Hemi orange. I'm really looking forward to doing this one. We already got the metal work done on it a couple years ago. Had to take a little pause, and this is going to be one of the baddest cars to come out of this place in a few years. So looking forward to getting this one done. real soon. And speaking of the shop, we'll go in there, take a look at what we're currently working on. All right, gotta show you this too. This is the real deal. Had my eye on this for a few years now, and I was finally able to buy it from the lady, and this is the real deal. So imagine if this table could talk. All right, now here's where we get a little bit of the work done around here. This new beauty, 71 Chevy. 71, ain't it? Yeah. It'll be a cool little patina truck, lowering it down. Make the inside nice. Door logo, it'll be a cool truck. Great shop truck, great parts runner. Also, 68 Charger, 440 automatic, Viper black. Been picking away on that one here for a while. Cody's car, customer car, 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner.
1971 Roadrunner. Coming through with totally new styling.
446 pack, 4-speed, Dana rear, does have the air grabber hood set up, all in the middle of being cut and buffed at the moment. In the back, 68 442 frame off restoration, also on its way very shortly. 67 Barracuda, that's getting a pretty gnarly 500-inch big block mini tub. That'll be great with some ghost planes if I can't talk her out of it. All right, and here you got a 1968 Gto Convertible with a little something special under the hood. We're just doing a shine job on it, trying to make it look as good as it can for the owners. Local speed shop, did a little drivetrain work on it for them. Still got the original his and her shifter in the inside, looks pretty stock. Pretty clean car, especially now with a little shine on it. But, got the old LS3 in there, freshly built. And she seems to scoot pretty well.
Face it, Marge, your family doesn't like me. Never did. Not even when I had hair and a future and a bitchin' Pontiac GTO.
Where is that car, Homer?
And then right here, some leftover parts that still need to be cut and buffed for the 71 Roadrunner 446. F8 green. Looks a lot better than it did in 1971. All right, that's the shop. Now I'll show you where I have to keep my poor cars constantly. And it's colder. So this is my 1931 Studebaker, originally my great-grandfather's car. Hauled my whole family back in the late 30s, early 40s. Left it a rat rod. It didn't have enough left of the car to do anything else but that with. Being a Mopar guy, we put a 383 big block in it, 727 automatic. Left the high gear ratio that we had out of another car. I think it's 296, 298 rear. Open wheel. Drives great. I put 1,600 miles on this car in the last summer. I think we got it done in July, and it's now January 1st, and I haven't driven it in a couple months. So we've been using the crap out of it. Runs awesome, drives awesome, louder than all hell. And I love it more every day. Then for speed, and my ultimate favorite, 1970 Cuda, factory sublime green big block car.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Me and a couple good friends of mine did the motor, tranny, rear end, interior, bought the body the way it was. The one thing that I do on vehicles is body and paint, and I did not do any of that to either of these cars, coincidentally. But this one runs really, really well for a street car. Still trying to get the nitrous figured out to where it can run even better down the track. I've had this one for probably 13 years now, and had one in high school that unfortunately met its fate at a stoplight, and I do have a part off of that I'll be glad to show you here in a minute. This one I actually bought off my uncle years ago, at least 10 years ago. 1953 Chevy pickup, half-ton short box. Got it for peanuts, so one of these days when we get some of that time that everybody's looking for, we'll slam it, make it look good, put maybe a Sargent Garage logo on the door and a cool visor and call it a day. In the meantime, it's a great parts runner. Okay, so here's the part I was telling you about. 1970 Cuda. Got them when I was 14 years old. They were a little cheaper back then. Painted it bright ass orange. I think it was actually Hugger orange or Chevy color. And had a lot of good times in that car, to say the least. We'll leave it at that. Unfortunately, it met its demise at 5th and St. Pat. Person ran a stoplight and T-boned her pretty hard, and it's a unibody, so it basically had nothing left to give. And couldn't fix it. I'd probably turn it into a drag car knowing what I know now. But all that's left is the door, driver's door though, and the picture I have attached to it up in the corner. And that bumper and wheel will kind of show you just how twisted up that car was. Alright, that's all I can show you today. Running out of time, but we will be doing more of these garage tours. If you'd like to be a part of them, just email us at Sargent Garage. Contact us through phone. Either way, we're going to be doing a lot more of these with our buddies because they're all bored too this winter, and I think it's a great way to pass the time. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.